What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jeffo coming at you with another video, and I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's been chasing their goals. I wanted to come here and get you a good video right before class starts. This is something that was on my mind last night, and I wanted to name this as like, I found out what endurance really means, what endurance really is, right? And whenever we think of endurance, we only think about the physical. We never really think about, like, the mental aspect. But I'll be for real, bro. It's true. Like, being able to sit in front of a book, being able to sit in front and work out, math problems, or do whatever you need to do that's doing higher level of thinking for a long period of time. Like, you need endurance for that, bro. Like, and the tired that you get with it is, I'd say, just as much as a physical, if not more, because like, you get tired, you get, angry, you get sad. Like, there's a lot of emotions that come with it, and all of it while trying to just sit down and focus on something that in the beginning you may have had motivation, but now you're just sitting in discomfort with it. So, waking up every single day when your body still wants rest is something that you don't really see until you start doing it. Like, when your body is tired and you have to tell yourself to get up, that's one of the hardest things to do, because it's not something that you can really prepare for. It's something when you're in the moment, it's like a split decision. Do I get up or do I go back to sleep? And it's all mental. So your day starts off with that. And that's basically when your race starts. Actually, your race starts, the prior day. But, like, when I'm just saying, like, let's say you just started and you wanted to, do something, I'll say that is actually when the race starts. Whether you wake up or do you go back to sleep. And then it's like, in the beginning you might have motivation, like the first few days you might have motivation, but I'd say the most of the time, like, you're operating on discomfort. Like, you're not comfortable at all. You're tired. You're learning something that you don't know. So as, like, humans, we don't like doing things that we don't know. We like to stay within the norm. We are creatures of habit, and doing something that we don't know would break that habit. So that in and of itself, like, is very fatiguing, right? Because now you're constantly trying to survive in something that you're not used to. And contrary to popular belief, you doing something that you're not used to is surviving, right? You're learning how to adapt, right? And then doing things that, like, doing things that take a lot of energy but are, like, slow, are, like, one of the hardest things to do. Like, you ever, like, it's kind of like, how can I describe it? You've ever been running, right? You're running, the fatigue of running. This is something that you know how to do. You're just trying to get faster and faster. Like, the process of doing something that you don't know how to do is like planking. You ever, when you're planking, like, you're doing something, like, you're gonna learn it, and you need to get your conditioning up with your abs, but it's just like you're not there yet. So you're constantly lifting this up, right? But you still have to show up every single day. So that same pain that you felt, you never know when it's about to go away, because there's no time limit of when you will learn that said thing or when you will master that said task. So you have to keep doing that plank every single day, and that pain doesn't go away, but that pain is going to make you better. But that's the way I like to think about it. And, like, it's like learning isn't just endurance, and it isn't just intensity. It's like consistent, right? So basically what we just talked about, like doing something that it probably isn't the most taxing on your body physically, but doing it every single day, doing something that you don't want every single day, like consistency too. So you're being consistent in something that you don't like. That is one, a lot of energy, because you're fighting yourself every single day that you're doing it. You're like, bro, I don't want to do this. And two, the thing that you're doing is like difficult, so you're like, you have two battles at once, and you never know when this thing is about to end. So it's like that consistency of doing something you don't want to do is like, it's very, very annoying, right? And you got to keep coming back even after like a hard day. Like, let's say you couldn't figure things out that whole entire day, knowing that you have to come back and do it again, that's another endurance factor of it. Like, doing something that didn't work out for you and now you have to actually do it again is very taxing in of itself too. And it leaves you with like an empty feeling, like not mastering something, not achieving something, not knowing, not figuring something out on your own. It leaves you with an empty feeling. So like, you want to feel fulfilled, and you are getting fulfilled, but it doesn't feel like it, right? Because it feels empty, because you didn't retain anything. You think you didn't retain anything, so now you don't want to do things that you're not getting anything in return. So like, your body's fighting you with that as well. So you coming back and doing something and doing it is actually getting you better, because you may not be retaining that said knowledge at that time, or it might not be the amount that you think that you are supposed to get, but you are gaining. And when you come back and you do things that you don't want to do, you're gaining coins in multiple different places, right? It's a lot of moving parts that take effect. Like, I remember me doing like jobs that I didn't like, but it taught me how to be disciplined. It taught me how to be consistent. It taught me how to wake up early. It taught me how to critically think. Like, there's a lot of things that things teach you. Just don't think that, okay, just because I don't understand this yet, or it's not working for me yet, that you're not gaining anything, because you are going to get that empty feeling. And you wanting to quit every single day is another thing. Like, every day you show up, that's endurance. Every day that you choose to wake up and you choose not to go to sleep, that's endurance in and of itself. Not waiting to feel strong. Like, the day that you let's say you did something and it didn't work out, and you feel weak, you feel empty, but going and doing it, even still, you'll gain this, like, you are getting stronger, but you're not feeling it, right? The strength is coming from another thing. The strength is resilience, right? And resilience, eventually, when you keep knocking on that door, it's gonna open. You know what I mean? It's gonna open. And moving forwards, when you don't have anything left, that's strength too. Like, you ever been running and you've been out of breath, and you're like, bro, the finish line's right there, and then you find that second wind to still push. That's what endurance is as well. And even when, like, you don't feel the best as well, like, telling yourself to do things even when you're sick, even when you're going through things, and being able to adapt and still be able to operate even when you're not the best, you're getting stronger as well. So like, endurance is a lot of moving parts. um, I'd say stick with it with anything that you're trying to do. um, and if it's meant to be, it will work out. But even if it doesn't work out with that specific thing that you're doing, make sure you put your all into it, because I think it will. But let's say it doesn't, you're still getting better, and you can take those skills, especially if you're doing things of worth. You can take those skills and bring it into something else that most likely your frequency is more aligned with. So endurance is being able to do things in a discomfort, like in a very discomfort phase, but operating and being the most efficient that you can at that moment, and coming back the next day or coming back the next rep, or still pushing through, and you getting that resilience in you. And that right there is callousing you to be able to do things that are hard, that are discomforting, but will make, knowing that you're getting better, like knowing that you are getting better even though the pain is loud.